conga line, whether it's doing some deep squats, whatever you got to do. So, guys, we got one more game before the end of the broadcast. Once again, if you have not already redeemed the Showdown skin, that's the code on the bottom of the screen, Showdown AUS. You can redeem that on H1Z1.com/redeem, or you can redeem it in-game as well. If you haven't been able to do that yet, go ahead and take this time between now and 2 hours after the broadcast to redeem that. There is not limited, or it's not limited to one person. You can have it, or as many of you guys can have it as you want it. You can only have one per person, however, and only limited to today. So,
make sure you
there
get
it
that
is.
for sure.
There's our current #1 seed, 2-shot. You know, finding himself again. Look at this. He's wearing Greasy Joe's T-shirt, and I want to just point out that the South American winner Masa was also wearing the Greasy Joe's T-shirt. It's just interesting to see that. It's just a weird connection there between the two.
You gotta skin it to win it, Piney.
Yeah,
You
it looks like
gotta
skin to win
it. I've seen some cigar hog masks, and that's the skin that I represent myself. Seems like a lot of the players in this tournament are choosing the same. Until recently, not very many players had the cigar hog mask, or I haven't seen it in game very often. However, because of the new legacy crate that have been provided to a lot of players, if they played on that particular weekend to win the legacy crate, then a lot of people have been winning that mask because that was one of the items that they could have gotten. All right, guys, once again, game number 3. The parachutes.
The last game of the day. We're going to have to be seeing, like, you know, players are going to be able to like recover from this, you know, like the downfalls of the early game deaths. I like, we see some players like up in the top left. His name is Did You See Me, Greg? He's just hanging out there. We have second place Eileen landing at the new Henniker Plaza. And there's a lot of people here. 4 people. We're going to see some early deaths for
sure. Oh my goodness, this is one of the new points of interest. Players are not very familiar with this one. If
taking the Jeep and probably just running. No, they're parking.
I actually really enjoy
Eileen's
this.
trying to make choices.
I really like the new POI. You've got a car spawn. You've got ample loot. You can run from building to building. You can shoot across the parking lot. There's good angles for that one, but it looks like Eileen took that car and left.
I just want to point out that both Eileen and 2-shot off the bat get themselves a car.
Exactly, and that's what I would do. Honestly, right now, if you're Eileen and you're like 4th place overall, the only thing you don't want to do is die at the beginning. If you die at the beginning, that risks you getting bumped out of top 10, and that would be really, really disappointing to do so well in the first couple of games and not do well in the last game.
And it's really crucial, like, say, like a player like What9 Hong Dong, who was 10th on the 10th place, you know, for the top 10 overall. So if he has a bad game, he very well could get bumped out.
Yeah, What9 has been playing very, very consistently in getting around 11th place, 10th place, 9th place.
He does it one more time.
He's good.
Looks like he's going to net
He's
himself
gold.
top 10.
Get it because of the gold they
Ooh, Thunder taken out of the game. This match started with about 145 players, already down to 130. A lot of early game carnage we're seeing.
And that's always the danger. The beginning of the game when everybody's landing and kind of spreading out, there's a lot of danger that's going to be happening. Who can survive, who can get loot without running into somebody close range, generally. And I mean, Piney, tell me if you agree with this or not. P90, tell me if you agree with this or not. At the beginning of the game, you don't want to run into somebody close range.
Exactly.
Because even, first of all, even if you kill them, generally they're not going to have very much loot. Also, it's not going to be worth that many points because it's early on in the game. So the risk-reward is very, very high. The risk is high because a shotgun fight close range is super, super high risk, and the reward is not that great. Because best case, you kill somebody, you get a little bit of points, and you might grab whatever loot they've gotten at the beginning of the game.
And definitely one of the more safer places to live. That's southeast of the map. Has himself a car, has the whole area to himself. Definitely a good spot to be in going into Game 3.
I don't mind the residential areas for loot. I mean, you have good angles. You can look across the street. You can move to a different house quickly. Use that fence. Oh, and we are switched to the top of the building. The same thing within the city.
You definitely have to be careful of players like this who are just hanging out on the roof. And despite they only exposing their head, they have a lot of different ways to be able to shoot you. So you got to be careful, for sure.
Definitely, definitely.
You notice a lot of hesitation on players in the cities. Like, they do not want to walk into the wrong place at the wrong time.
But, I mean, you do have the opportunity to get a little more loot. And
this is not a good situation.
Lauban, no gear whatsoever, running up to Pelican. This man is going to
goodness, if Pelican sees
his demise
it's
really
going to
fast.
be absolute deletion. I think he hears Pelican in the car. He's like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I'm a pacifist, don't see me.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh
and
my God.
Riot is down early game.
Riot has been
Delroy picking himself an early game kill on Pity. A lot of carnage. Like, Almost 30 players down for the count already.
I know. The gas has not even started moving in. Crossfire.
Oh.
Has started to fry red up.
Ooh, that's a really good stun grenade.
He's running. He doesn't want this fight. He's leaving. I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's running
He shot the wall. What if he hit the barrel there and accidentally killed himself?
Oh my
That would have been
goodness.
absolutely tragic. Re-up
There's
with a
a
good
spawn ATV
stun
there.
grenade.
He
Ooh.
could possibly jump on that and get out.
That's interesting to see. This is the
And
where are
looks
we?
like
Are
he's
this
gonna do
Henniger
that.
Plaza,
Make it
correct?
safe.
Yeah, this is Henniger Plaza, so that's a neat little ATV spawn in case new players are unaware of that being a new point of interest. There is a nice little ATV at the back with a conveniently placed jump. You can go full
Ooh.
speed right off of it.
Oh, you can get some daredevil
I'm
action
going to be
right
really
here.
disappointed if Re-Up actually doesn't take the ATV and do the jump.
It would be so good. Another death over by the church. I think this is far, far, far off to the east side of the map.
Yeah, we are way
Yeah,
out there.
these guys are way out there.
Two Jeeps now.
The invisible man
Ooh,
in the bush.
He died.
He died?
He was just taken out from across the map.
What?
Wow. Charlene.
How did he see him in that bush? He was
Charlene with
invisible.
the 2-hit armor, the helmet, finding himself a ton of loot. to have.
Crossfire is listening for footsteps.
He's patient. Crossfire was the one who recently got blinded, finding himself here back at the top of these spores. And Henniger Plaza, he's just gonna hang out. Hopefully, Safe Zone is his favor. By the way he's hanging out, it looks like Safe Zone is gonna be heading a little bit more to the bottom left corner. We'll have to see if we can get a glimpse of that here in a moment. Let's see. So just as while we hit this early game lull, make sure you guys at home enter the code Showdown AUS. Showdown AUS. Either on H1Z1.com/redeem or on the main menu, go to Marketplace and enter code. You guys can enter this and get yourself a free AR skin. Yes, it's shown right there on the screen. Showdown AUS. Okay. It'll net you that sweet AR skin. You guys can go show it off to your friends. There is only one redemption per account. It is the same one from yesterday.
Did you see me, Greg? Is making
look
a
at
point.
He spelled
He's spelling
hi.
out a message saying hi.
He said
wants
hi
to
with
get
ammo boxes. That is awesome.
I want to see that message from overhead perspective. I want to see what
I
that looks
agree.
like from the bombs passing overhead. Greg, did you see me? Hi.
He's
Hi,
gonna-
Greg.
Greg, I love you. I
Chat,
love your
chat.
community.
Can we just get a hello for Greg?
Everybody say hi, Greg.
Looks
right
like we
now.
have a fight here between Re-Up and Crossfire. These two players have not left each other. Crossfire finally leaving. Re-Up did not take the ATV, so a little disappointed there. But
Re-Up,
hopefully,
you had to jump into everything.
hopefully this fight is in the favor.
Oh,
Crossfire
Crossfire's
pushing
running
low.
to the
Re-Up
right.
is unaware of the reposition here. Crossfire is going to get a good angle, but Re-Up does reposition inside of the warehouse.
Yeah, Re-Up doesn't like that
It
situation.
looks like they're just taking a little bit of swap here.
Your boy Delroy has gotten another kill off
Yeah,
in
Delroy.
the distance. He's
Delroy's
doing
been
work
doing.
this game.
He gets a lot of kills in this early game. Hopefully, he can make it a little bit later into this fifth game or the third game.
Yeah, we want to remember, too, the performance during this game is really going to impact that final score. So a lot of the players are trying to get kills. So Crossfire, back at that last fight we were just watching, maybe they just want that kill, and that's what they're going for.
Of course.
It's,
There's going to be a lot of mix-up on the top 20 overall.
I just like
after
to
this
point
game.
out that the safe zone again in the same location off the bat over Spence Hills, over
Ooh,
Cranberry.
What are
So
the odds?
these players are gonna have to kind of get used to
They've got-
going there.
They've got good
You know,
experience in that safe zone for sure.
I'd just like to point out that a player like a Jordy X3 is in the very, very top of the map at the H1 residential, and they are gonna be scraping by with a vehicle if they're not prepared.
Exactly. Jordy wants to do well. He wasn't in the top 10 overall, so he's going to really have to do well in this game in order to get there.
He could get a boost. If he wins this game, that's going to be over 200,000 points for him into the top 10. So hopefully there is hopes for players like Jordy and Delroy if they're able to clutch off a win this game.
We have a bunch of people in town right now just waiting patiently.
The Elite is doing what Rex was doing last
Yeah,
game,
the
kind of
strat,
laying down,
the T-Rex strat.
being a
huh?
snake on the roof. Let's see if he'll throw a smoke grenade as well. Ooh, we got some fights breaking out in this little dip over here. Evermore, is Evermore actually going to push?
He's pushing
got a
on
few
Y
hits.
and I. Y and I has a little logs
Oh,
to hide
why and I
behind.
hiding behind the logs, and he shoots.
Flashbang
Oh
coming
my
out,
goodness!
helmet off on 3
Is Evermore going to lose the fight because he threw a grenade at a bad time?
No.
Uni, oh, it wasn't enough.
An experienced player will know that these tents actually are not cover. You can shoot directly through them, so hiding behind it was his downfall, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's two
What?
things.
Re-Up and Crossfire are still fighting each other in that open field. Nerve Poison taking shots on Haxaque.
So guys, there's visibility cover and there's physical cover. Things like tents are visibility cover because you won't be able to see the player, but you'll be able to shoot through it. as opposed to other things like vehicles that you can hide behind where your opponent might know where you are, and they'll see where your feet are, or they'll see where your silhouette is, but they're not actually going to be able to hit you because there's something solid in the way.
Rebel finding himself in another fight versus Scream. Does lose his helmet, but is still at the advantage in this fight. Scream at 50 HP and lowering fast, only having the truck, so he can't even run away if he wants to.
Evermore was
Computer
in a
Legs
bad
taking shots at
situation.
Korea, sitting still, crouching, trying to buy
He's
himself
gonna
some
push
time.
into the side of the smoke, and Computer
Korea,
takes out
Korea.
Korea.
Computer Legs did not want to die in the smoke to a shotgun once again.
That could be bad too for Korea
Yeah,
because
he was kind of
I'm
floating
pretty sure
around.
he was in the top 10.
He was in the top 10.
Yeah, pretty close, so that could be really detrimental to his overall placing.
Guys, Evermore has been playing incredibly aggressive, going for the fights, already getting a couple kills, and he's going to try to clean up this one.
Yeah, Scream is at
Ooh, a nade is thrown.
extreme disadvantage here, not able to like fully heal up, constantly on the move, and he can't even get to his truck at this point. He is stuck, takes another shot, down to 25 HP, slowly rising up to the med kit, but this one is probably going to 3-bell.
If Informer has more
too.
nades.
The
Oh, he's
flashbang.
blind!
You know it
he's
hit.
blind,
It
and he's pushing out with the rush.
even hit
Wow.
the spectator. That's how effective that grenade was.
That was
impressive.
a dual blinding nade. Not only blinding the player, also blinding the spectator, blinding all of you guys at home watching the stream as well.
I bet you guys are sitting on the edge of your seats right now.
And Re-Up and Crossfire are still going
This
at
is
it. They are
insane.
following one another. Crossfire is trying to get away, and Re-Up is pursuing this fight. He's checking him out with his binocs from a distance.
They've been fighting since like 130 players. 50
Oh,
players
Crossfire
have
doesn't
died.
even have a
Without a
helmet on.
helmet.
He's just got his hood up. He's like, maybe he won't notice.
Okay,
He
I
still
don't,
wants this fight,
I
though.
don't
It's
understand.
amazing.
Why?
Like, a fight that lasts this long? Like, I would have ran out of bullets by now.
Yeah, it would have just been out.
It's
Ooh.
oh,
B.
Lusty is getting
dropped
shot down to
down.
one shot. He has to heal up. The only thing that Lusty has in his advantage is he doesn't, like, it looks like
He's got that.
Ryuk doesn't have any way of rushing him. He has no vehicle, so he's
Ooh,
going to
but
have to
that
run.
smoke is not only, it's a defensive one for Lusty, but it's also offensive for Eric. He's going to be able
Now,
to push
yeah.
up without being seen, kind of being able to reposition.
Oh, and
He got
Lusty's
a
moving to the
really,
rock.
really good
Is he?
mirror. Eric's going to be
Oh,
able to get
Lusty
the
is
pick.
Oh, wow.
down for the count, I believe.
Ooh,
Yes.
that was
There it is.
close. Lusty almost turned that on Eric. Eric did lose his helmet, a second away from death
That was a
if
good,
he
like,
hesitated.
cause and effect situation. Lusty was
Mhm.
shot down. He could have left, but he threw a smoke nade. But then Ariuk responded to that smoke nade by flanking it out, trying to turn disadvantages into advantages, turning a bad situation into a good situation for him. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
took control of that
definitely.
situation. Very well played.
And you see, like, you know, sometimes you make a defensive play for yourself and other players aren't, you know, their instincts go up. You're going to, like, be able to play off other people's moves. I just like to highlight some of the players in the gas. We have Jordy. We got Flies,
Eileen.
Nizzle, Eileen
Southwest,
again in
yeah.
the gas. Eileen is trying to play this one for late game 100%. And then we have Makas all the way up at the top.
Wow.
And, like, it looks like about G4 or so. He's going to be...
It looks
he's going
like
to be...
he has a car, though.
Yeah,
He's
he
moving
is
quite...
traveling pretty
Yeah.
fast. Jadaski, one of the top 5 from last game. Ooh,
Oh,
no.
no.
He's stuck. He might not be able to flip his car.
He didn't even try to
He
flip
just
his
didn't.
bailed
car.
on it. He just bailed. He looks like he's going to try to heal
That's a
up.
bad
That is
situation.
really bad.
That hurts.
He's on the far south side of the map. Now, unfortunately, trapped. Lost his police car. Very, very unfortunate there.
You know another heartbreaking situation? Uni. Uni played so well in game number 2.
Yeah, game number 2.
Using the gas to his advantage. I think he was in the top 10 or very, very close to top 10, but unfortunately got taken out early by Evermore in this game, and I don't think he's going to remain in top 10.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this game really does play out. You know, we're kind of hitting sirens. You know, gas is moving in. Oh! Ow! Pulsary taking out the super quick 2-tap. The man was looking at the wall. He was
What
watching paint dry and immediately fell down.
Laser.
Yeah, that was definitely
But
a
look
laser.
at his outfit.
That is
That's a
pretty
nice outfit,
fashionable.
yeah.
I like the slacks with
Ash is on point.
the khaki Kevlar really brings out the color in his
The
eyes. Let me tell you.
Khaki Kevlar.
You look good in khakis. today.
Samurai!
Samurai, do you know there's an enemy in that warehouse? I don't know.
Ooh.
Samurai has been lurking kind of in the gas. I believe, speaking of the gas, we have our first death of the gas.
Yeah,
Fazda.
Going
Fazda
down.
has choked on the gas. All right, we got Samurai and Disarray. Very, very close to each other. One warehouse away.
This is Samurai. Here we go. We're going to have to see this epic 1v1.
These warehouses as well are really great for fights because you have those explosive barrels inside of those warehouses that
Jadaski
you can
made
utilize.
it.
Jadaski made it.
And Jadaski made it.
Now,
But
this-
Eileen is coming up like a shark from behind.
Definitely. Definitely a far out distance though for Eileen. Jadaski definitely in a tough spot there. Oh, Samurai
Oh,
pushing in
forced
on
fight.
Disarray. The explosive barrel is close. He has to be very careful which way he decides to take this fight. Disarray is at
Both of them
the
have body
advantage
armors
for
as
sure.
well. Disarray and Samurai.
See, Disarray has the advantage of
Oh!
visibility here. He hits 2 shots into Samurai, lowering him down to 50 HP. Samurai running for his life, using the gas as a thin veil of cover, hiding behind 2 boxes. This is a tough spot to push for sure.
A nice little crevice. Like your back is right up against the gas, but you can see the entrance to the building. But
Now-
he's just going to heal up and try to avoid that fight, I think.
Just got a glimpse, too, of a lockdown in the center of Pleasant Valley. You know, he's in a tough spot, but with his current score, as long as he plays safe and slow, he could get himself that gold AR. Speaking about getting gold ARs, remember, you guys at home, enter in the code Showdown AUS, Showdown AUS, right there showing the screen, to get yourself a free skin. You just go to the website, h1z1.com/redeem, or on the main menu of H1 itself. Get yourself a free skin if you haven't already done so.
Exactly. And this is going to be the same skin that we have been giving out so far during the Showdown, and it's the same skin that we're going to be giving out for the remaining Showdown events. The next Showdown event after this one is actually going to be happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is the EU Showdown, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And then on the same day, tomorrow as well at 5 p.m. PST, we're going to be seeing the North American Showdown. So tomorrow's going to be a huge
It's
day
a
for
big day,
yeah,
a
for
Showdown
competitive
day.
H1. We're going to
EU
see
and NA.
EU and NA.
Order your pizza and get your snacks.
Yeah, get ready.
Get
You're gonna,
cozy.
Yeah, you're going to have to get cozy. You're going to be with us lovely 3 casters for, you know, a long while tomorrow.
You can't get away from us. Hey, hey, hey.
Speaking of, not getting away from us, if you guys do want to check us out, we are, Pineapples, Flamehopper, and P90 Princess on Twitch. We are all streamers, so if you guys are enjoying our vibes, make sure you guys check out our channels, follow us on Twitter, and all that jazz.
Oh, thank you, Piney. That
No
was very
problem.
nice of you.
No
Good shout out.
problem.
You're a good friend.
I try my best. We got JCG finding himself here in a tough spot. Smoke grenades blocking off both of his enemies, kind of giving him some a little breathing room. Looks like he's pushing towards Dare to Game, who is already hurt. That is a smart play.
Did you see me, Greg? Just died to the gas.
Was he still doing backflips?
Greg, did you
I
see
think-
him?
Looks like
Greg?
he might have given up on the
Did
game.
you see him when you were spectating?
I think that
Did
was...
he die in vain?
Oh, JCG taking 2 shots while trying to throw a grenade. It hits on Dare 2 Game, bringing him down to about 15 HP. Both of these players are going to be on standby here, taking some time to heal because both of them traded damage in that fight.
Dare to Game is crossing his fingers,
Ooh,
hoping someone doesn't come
JCG
up from
does
behind.
get some shots from behind, putting himself in the open. Samurai,
Samurai
in
lockdown. This is the Battle of Titans and
Oh.
lockdown.
That is rough. Lockdown taken out at 73rd. Despite being in the top 10, that might bump him out depending on how these
Lockdown,
next...
I believe, right now, not including this game, is 7th place overall. But he just died like 73rd. If he gets bumped out, he might be really, really close. But 11th, 12th, no dice. You got to get top 10 to get that gold AR. Lockdown, cross your fingers. We'll see how the scores tally up at the end of the game.
Dare to Game actually had to shred his clothes for bandages. This man is on absolutely nothing left. It's just
I
like
know the
Korea-
feeling,
Korea-
Piney. I know
no,
the feeling.
Korea as well from game 1, kind of had to last resort shred his backpack. So you kind of see the lengths that these players will go to stay alive.
Yeah, you definitely have to do what you have to do for that survival mode.
Yeah, this is a fight to be the last man standing, so these players are doing whatever it takes. JCG and Dare to Game still kind of in like this standoff going here. Maybe not like Crossfire and Re-Up, but this is definitely one of the more longer fights we've seen of the tournament.
Yeah, it looks like Kira's coming into the fight as well. It looks like Kira's starting to drive away.
JCG just shredded his clothes, so we have a naked standoff in a forest. Only H1Z1 things, let me
It's
tell
like
you.
the start to a bad joke. We got two guys in a forest, shredded down to their underwear, trying to murder each other. It's like a reality
I don't
show.
know what kind of jokes you hear, Flamehopper. Yeah, I don't know what kind of punchline you can come up with that one. That's
he
for
gets
sure.
it from. Oh my gosh.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
Crossfire is the one that was pursuing that fight earlier with Re-Up? Is that his name? Red-Up?
I think it's Re-Up.
Re-Up?
Re-Up. Did he kill him? Do we know?
Dare to Game.
I don't know.
Still bleeding.
And in his
He's
underwear
just-
and
he's just
bleeding.
bleeding.
Dare to Game.
Someone get this man a paper towel.
Dare to Game. You are bleeding out of your
He's
everywhere.
And he's
Oh.
down
absolutely
bleed
nothing
no
left. I
more.
mean, does JCG even want to loot him at this point? What's he got?
I don't even know if he had a backpack.
Oh, that's a Raven landing a very nice spray onto
P90,
FaZe.
that's your
Oh,
player.
man.
That's your player.
Ooh, Whiskey taking shots from an
Oh
opposing group.
my
That's a Raven taking
Atlanta.
an AR shot and losing his armor. This is going to be like a little safe spot for him to kind of hide, but he's got to be aware of other players around him. He can't just tunnel vision onto a car like that, especially in a place like Pleasant Valley.
So
People are anywhere.
I noticed
Yeah.
something pop up in the kill feed. Syfe, S-Y-F-E, has just died to falling.
Oh no.
Falling to his death.
That has
Is
got to be
not a
rough. That
good
is-
way to go.
You're
the
definitely
showdown.
Yeah, that's got to sting for sure. You know, not having your work boots to reduce some fall damage
Yeah,
kind of
you-
was his demise there. He's probably kicking himself.
Should have had my work
Yeah,
boots.
he-
I wouldn't have died if
Well,
I
this is
fell.
this is definitely a risky fight for that. So Raven.
He's
It's
that
for
uphill.
both
fighting
for
on, like,
both players too.
two
That angle.
sides.
Yeah, that's the Raven is definitely at the weaker position here. One, he's got to be shooting up at a player, and two, he's going to have his
Such a
back
small
open.
target.
But
Yeah.
you know, if Filski does peek, he can't get that 2-tap. That's something I really like to do when I'm playing. I like to shoot at buildings like that and get that 2-tap, take
Yeah.
the helmet off, and finish it.
Raven is
sure.
really going to have to land those shots. That is quite a distance, too, 150 meters. For those sports fanatics out there, that is 1.5
Yeah.
football fields. I don't know if I could get a 2-tap from 1.5 football fields. My
I-
effective
you
range
probably
is
That
usually maybe
ADS
1,
though.
1.1,
Yeah.
1.2 football fields.
It's utilizing that ADS for sure.
1.2 football field. That's a measurement now.
That's
Now-
my effective range.
now
for
we
2-taps.
probably have to specify, 1.2 American football fields.
That's true.
You know?
Not
I don't
real,
know.
not
I don't know.
football.
Football.
Not the
length
real.
of that field.
Uh-huh.
Now, playing
know?
on rooftops as well is a dangerous thing because you can have nades thrown up there. You have to escape at some point, so you do have to plan ahead for that, and that's something to think about. And Raven just, jumps off
skills
that
for
one.
it,
That's
yeah.
a 2-story, so that's okay. But if you're on like a 4-story plus, then you have
Jordy
to think about that
netting
healing.
himself a kill or two in the top 60, kind of racking up a little bit more points for himself. He really wants this. Being rank 1 for multiple seasons, you're competitive. You want to be the best of the best and prove it. And there's no better way to prove it than having a shiny gold AR on your back,
it
right?
honestly might kind of also have a little bit of a psychological effect knowing, okay, I'm number 1. I need to show that I'm number 1. I have to perform well in this
It's
tournament.
a lot of pressure on yourself. You're definitely going to be wearing that weight on your shoulders, and we saw that yesterday with And1 FPS. Maybe he was under a lot of pressure too, and wasn't able to perform at his best.
Mm-hmm. He put up one heck of a fight.
We do have an airdrop here in the open. Eric is close to it as well as Tyrannosaurus Rex. We're going to be kind of seeing these players drift towards it. If that hunting rifle is in play, it's going to be huge. Charlie down to one shot,
Spamming
finding
into
himself.
the smoke. If he can find that one lucky
Ooh,
shot.
he
Wow.
hits
It
it.
was.
Tyrannosaurus Rex hits the full spray into the smoke and actually takes out Charlie. Charlie is now eliminated for the rest of
Charlie.
the tournament.
Very, very
You
nice
sprayed
shots.
your AR. That really hurt.
That hurt, Charlie. Oh, crikey. Well, Rex is still up
Crikey,
there.
and this is the Australian showdown.
I can
so
feel the ha-has coming out now. I'm looking at you, Twitch chat. All right, we're trying our best here.
Flames always said that, but today is
It's
a good
extra
day.
applicable.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
to be fair, I've been saying crikey since I was a wee little lad.
Yes.
A wee little streamer.
A
Look
young
at
flame.
there's such a common trend here for the
Nobody's
showdown
at
games.
Spencer's.
Nobody ever goes to the safe zone.
There's
It's like,
two Hop. It's my Hopper brother and JMZ, and that's everybody.
That's it. That's pretty much it. There's like nobody else hanging out here in the safe zone. So just note that, for other regions, like
What nine is moving
maybe
into
being
it.
in the dead center of it all is not a bad move for these games.
Like right now, the north side of the map, over by the gas station to the east of Pleasant Valley, has like 3, 4, 5 players around it.
At
But
least
the center
this-
of the safe zone
yeah.
has 101.
This one is
Or
going to be
two.
like a little bit different than the last two games because it's going to be pulling more towards like Pleasant Valley and towards like Spence Hills. So hopefully we're going to be kind of seeing like a different end zone. That's the Raven finding himself in a fight, crossing the open field, still has his armor versus Flux, loses his armor and takes a body
This
shot.
The end of that so Raven. It kind of depends. Is he going to get rushed, or is Flux going to be playing it more passive, more
I think
safe?
Flux is going to kind of take that extra damage and use it as a way to get away. Jordy netted himself another kill on JMZ98. He's definitely kind of feeling more in his comfort zone. Once players start racking up kills again, that confidence builds and builds fast.
All right. Speaking of the hunting rifle, now so far in this Australian showdown, we have not had any players use the hunting rifle, as far as I'm aware. Nobody has claimed the hunting rifle. Do you guys think that anybody's going to go for it this game?
I would like to see a hunting rifle play, definitely.
Oh, that So Raven has been taken out from
Yeah.
behind.
Wow,
That was
real
an incredibly
close proximity,
close
too.
flank. Priest was like, okay, I'm so sorry, but I have this amazing flank, and you're dead.
You're dead.
You're
There is
dead.
no sorries. You know, sometimes you gotta take what you can get.
Flux is going to maybe be taking this high position on the ridge. This is actually very, very strong positioning for Flux because he's going to be able to use the entire ridge line. He can like back up behind the ridge, flank over to the left or to the right, and I think Priest knows that, so he's going to try to back off because he knows that he's limited to
Here's
his one tree.
our current #1 seed, 2Shot, with the police car, hanging out in the gas, just pacing the game to his, to his placement. He's just trying to slow it down and be the last man standing, or survive as very long as he can.
Priest is fighting to stay alive, even though he has slightly a disadvantage in terrain, but he may manage to get to a pretty solid rock.
Yeah, both players actually traded
Solid
their
rock.
makeshift armors.
He's not a baseball player enough to throw to the other side of that ridge, but Flux actually left. Flux was driving away. He doesn't like that fight.
Now I have a
Which is-
question. Do you think that other players for EU in the APAC, do you think they're watching these games and learning from them and
Yeah.
maybe taking what their strategy is? And
They
gonna
very
flip that
well
around?
might do that. Honestly.
So I was wondering because today it's
Ooh,
so
Jordy
aggressive.
in a pinch real quick. He is caught between two
Oh,
different
Jordy!
angles.
If Jordy's out, this is going to be saying goodbye to his
He's
chances.
at 30 HP.
Throw a
Smoke
smoke,
grenades
throw a
coming
smoke. This
down.
could save his life.
Looks like he's going to be able to get away. Korea Predator
Korea
finding
Predator
himself
has always
in
in a
the
fight. Is
open.
he gonna-
Jordan,
Jordy steals the kill right
nice.
from.
That is huge. Wow, a
Holy smoke.
99.12% assist, and Jordy actually nets the kill, securing some more scores for
That was
himself.
incredible. Jordy's
Really
gotta
well
be feeling
played.
pretty good about that play.
And those are the kind of plays that come out of players that are rank 1, top of the leaderboards. You stay calm, composed, and collected when you're in situations like that, fighting multiple people.
Yes,
You can pull and actually turn the situation in your favor. Disarray in a 1v1 versus
Oh, that was an
Shang
unfortunate
Sushi
pinch.
roll, and is actually eliminated from the match.
Now, I know we haven't been watching Jordy the entire game, but I've seen his name continuously pop up. I think he's got to be at like 6 or 7 kills right now with 46 players
he's
remaining.
definitely feeling the game, this one. Navi effect being low HP, trying to run away from Charlene, and
Ooh, we got some road rage.
yeah, that was close.
Excuse
Juicy
me, I'm
almost
going
took
to have
out.
to ask for your insurance information.
Look at this. We got a convoy going on here. But Charlene is very aware of Navi being low HP. It looks like Navi is not really losing too much HP, but
But
Charlene
Navi
is
is
not
hurt.
giving him a chance to heal. That's for sure.
Navi's going to be able to escape and heal up unless Charlene really, really just pushes.
Now, that's the thing, too, about the ATVs. It can catch a Jeep.
It
Despite
can.
not having cover, it will catch up to you if you're not playing effectively.
The risk of trying to push at this point is if you go around the wrong corner, if you go around the wrong
Jordy
hill,
in another fight, taking
Jordy
out
is unstoppable. He's putting himself in dangerous situations. He doesn't have a car, but he can't lose.
Yeah, definitely. This man is doing really well. And remember, he is a streamer. If you guys definitely want to see some of his gameplay, definitely go show him some love.
That is Jordy X3 on twitch.tv/JordyX3. If you want to see this legend.
Ooh, the smoke
We got
grenade.
another rush coming in right now. Hipfire's in the
Ooh.
smoke.
T-Rex takes it.
T-Rex loves shooting into smokes. Look at that. He rushed. That was a really effective smoke grenade. It could have been played a little bit better, but it did give him a few more seconds to maybe turn that fight in his favor.
Yeah, he likes throwing smoke grenades. He likes fighting in smoke grenades.
It's an interesting interaction we just saw.
Oh, does
Contest-
Contest doesn't know that Jeremy was sitting on
What are you
another ridge.
expecting? What? There's not a police car doesn't spawn down there.
Oh, there's a new spawn, Piney. It's a
Yeah.
new spawn.
I don't know.
Oh,
that was
holy
definitely not the play I
guacamole.
would have made rushing under there. Gas
That's
grenade
gotta be
coming out through the.
disappointing.
He hits the gas grenade in his own
Oh,
trailer.
no.
Flies is probably had the worst luck. First game, his car falling down a mountain, blowing up on him, and then immediately dying. Oh no.
No, Flies.
No.
Flies,
I
I'm
think-
so sorry.
I think-
Stop laughing, Piney. It's not funny.
I think
We're not
gonna have to
laughing
give
at, we're
the
laughing with.
The unluckiest player award of the day is gonna have to go to Flies. I am
Oh,
so
man,
sorry.
Flies, our heart goes with you.
From
Our hearts
yeah, there they are. They're going with you.
goes with you.
That was our
And
heart.
the,
That was our
Flame
hearts.
Hopper sound effects, everyone. We have the Flame Hopper soundboard. It's available.
I wish I could do a cricket sound effect, so when I make my unfortunately lame jokes, I can just make a cricket sound effect, maybe try to save it.
Now, are these guys going to continue to play aggressive? Are they going to slow down?
I think
It
Jordy
looks-
is going to
If there's one thing I've learned from this game, it's that I cannot predict
Yeah.
Australians whatsoever.
Now,
or New
Eileen,
Yeah,
Zealanders.
Eileen.
2Shot, Jordy, all these players that have already been touching are
consistent.
still alive. Eileen,
Eileen,
is
you're
a very,
insane.
very
You're a
passive
survivor.
play style. Like from gas camping initially, getting himself a car, tons of gear.
I think
You know,
What 9 is still in the game as well.
yeah, What 9's alive as well. He's really trying to get that boost up into 10th. Now players like Lockdown, who kind of got eliminated early, are going to be
The
like
heartbreak.
stuck.
Lockdown was doing very well. I think he might get bumped out of top 10. Uni was getting very well, got bumped out of top 10. And also, who was the player that just died? Contest.
Yeah.
Contest was I believe 4th place. I don't know if his score in this
Eileen
game
is
was
running
enough.
the Magnum.
Eileen.
Not many players use this after the nerf, so it's kind of
Look at all
interesting to
those
see it in
players.
competitive
We
play.
got like 4
Oh my
waves.
God.
Oh, we got
Look
like
at
we
Thick.
got 2-hop, we got Thick, we got Control, we got oh my
There's at least
guacamole.
6 players here in this vicinity, all on their
These
own
are the
respective
riches of
bridges.
death. Everyone's like, hide in a ridge,
And
hide in a
Millsy
ridge.
right here on the base, caught in a pinch. He's
Oh,
got
their
his back
big
turn.
maniac
Oh,
has been taken out by
wow.
Millsy.
Wow.
Assisted with 2-hop.
Millsy
turnaround.
living with 1
Incredible.
HP and barely hanging on Beat Maniac taken out of the game.
I know you can't see my face, but I'm making the PogChamp face right now.
There is a lot of Pog lamps coming out of Flame Hopper. Let me tell you.
Hopper Pog Lamp.
Samurai
Jiminy
and Slayers
Christmas.
just hanging out here in the trailers, you know, about to start a campfire soon.
Hey, do you have a Coca-Cola over there, Slayers?
Look
Nah,
at these
sorry, man,
guys.
I'm out. I just have diet. Okay. Thanks.
Ooh, 2-hop coming up on Vamp. Looking,
My
the
Hopper
full
brother,
spray's
can
coming
you
out
do
from
it?
both players,
He
and
does.
it looks like Vamp is going to be taken out by the 4 body shots.
2-hop or not 2-hop? That is the question.
Now, do we know where the circle is?
I don't
Do you
know.
No,
I haven't
we
seen that in a while.
unfortunately we don't know where the safe zone is. I'm assuming it's pulling towards center of Spence Hills. A lot of players seem to be migrating around the mountains, so we're gonna kind of see a lot of action. And Han Wu has
Oh, a
himself
close fight. Han Wu.
nice nade rolls to the side of the car, which will damage it and
down to
damage.
One shot. He's pushing. I think this might be the end. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Even though he
interesting.
did
It's
land
interesting
that-
to see,
land
you
a
know,
shotgun
like
shot.
that was a very effective nade. Grenades coming out onto Samurai here. He's trying. Slayers has a really good angle actually into the door. Samurai's forced to run out. Explosive barrel
Oh,
on
the
his side.
explosive
Slayers
barrel.
loses his helmet. Safe
barrels are
zone is
very
in the
close
top
to him.
left, right outside Pleasant Valley, and at the base of Spence Hills. We're going to be seeing a lot of action here soon. You know, both of these players are.
Samurai is really unhappy that Slayers did not have a Coca-Cola to give to him, and he's going to want to get revenge. But he might, you know, live to fight another day. Back off on this ATV. I'm not sure.
We're seeing a lot of throwables hit trailers today.
Woo.
It's very interesting to see. It looks like CoreaCorea is kind of surrounding the area, seeing if he can find himself a few
Here just came and
shots.
went. He's like, 2 guys fighting here. Not my cup of tea.
Yeah, this is going to be in the safe zone or on the very outskirts of it, so these players are going to be safe.
There's
For a little,
only-
yeah, you see they're
Again.
right there on the outline of the safe zone, so they will be safe for a little bit. But players like Jordy and Sushi Roll are going to kind of have to move now. Sirens are coming out, gas is pushing in, closing these players into like the safe zone.
This is a strange phenomenon, guys.
Yeah.
Like, there was only one player. Navi Effect was the only player in the center of the safe zone. Everybody
Ooh.
else was spread around the sides.
A mystery Jeep appears. Looks like he swapped it out with an ATV for smart play.
They're back in their safe trailers again. They went
Oh,
back.
explosive barrels coming out. Like, these guys are just going off. Fireworks are coming out.
Oh,
It's
my
July 4th
goodness.
weekend here at this trailer park.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, up on the top, it looks like 2-hop. My Hopper brother has been taken out of the game.
And
I
unfortunately,
don't know if they celebrate the 4th of July in Australia.
I don't
Tiny.
think they do. I'm just saying
Be
it's
insensitive.
To
the
be honest,
trailer part.
now that I
Okay.
think about it.
Well, I'm sure they can celebrate something, so let's just get some fireworks in the trailer
Slayer's
park.
down.
Slayers, that is an unfortunate angle of his neck.
But
I wonder
Samurai
if he
gets
died
that
from breaking
Lammy,
his
which
neck.
is an advantage for that.
What 9
That's nice.
Hongil, Dong, Eileen, Jordy with another kill this game on Millsy.
Wow,
Like,
Jordy.
Jordy really stepping it
I
up this
wanna
game.
make
He's
an
like,
award and
he
give it to
wants
Jordy.
to tell people, I am the best in the Oceanic
You're
region.
the best around.
He's proven it. If he gets first place and most kills, that's going to be
That's
huge.
insane.
He could go from not even being in the top 10 to first.
Uh-huh.
It's just
This-
crazy to see.
We are almost to
20.
top 20.
Yeah, 20 players remaining. A little bit extra, but that can change very quickly. Mole is going down by gas.
Oh, got a
Parpy
nice flank
with
on
the
Parpy.
death from behind. Falconer also had one shot with Tyrannosaurus Rex at his back. Dreddle coming out of the gas at half HP, pushing up onto Trident, taken out of the game. Jordy with the assist on the armor too. So he
Beautiful.
is close.
Beautiful.
Wuhan
Oh, another
taken
close
out.
fight happening. What's going to happen? It is. He's going to rush with the shotgun. Everybody's
Oh.
fearless.
That was so
Trident
close.
has been taken out as well. Ariuk in the distance is getting murdered as well.
Two shot with the kill on Eric. 15 players remaining. This is going to be down to the wire here soon. Jordy X3 unfortunately
Is it
going
enough?
down.
Is it enough?
Eileen choking on
He
toxic
got
gas.
a lot of kills, but I don't know
He
if it's
did.
enough.
He
Guys,
did.
just to give an insight onto the player's mindset right now, Players that have not been doing very well game 1 and 2, if they're still alive in this game, if they win, they still have a chance. But if they die 10th place, 8th place, even 6th or 7th place, it might not be enough.
It might not be enough for sure. We're going to have to see. I mean, Jordy with a stellar performance this game. Definitely, proving that he is a very capable player and unfortunately ran into some
Honestly,
tough circumstances.
Even if he doesn't get into top 10, I can imagine, like, no one's going to doubt Jordy's ability. He performed in the 2017 Australian Showdown. I want to get a total. I would love to get a total kill count on how many kills Jordy got. I would really like to know how many kills he got. That's what I want to know.
I'm surprised this is not called the Oceanic Showdown. If it's not just Australia.
Yeah, because Jordy,
right?
like you said, is from New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's representing.
Maybe next time.
12 players remaining. 2Shot, our #1 seed, is still alive. Coming up
Yeah,
on
2Shot. He's got
Q.
the AR. He's
Yeah,
got it.
I think 2Shot is definitely netting himself an animated gold AR-15. Ooh, shots coming out from Hazy from the side of
nice
Tyrannosaurus Rex
flank.
from behind and actually lands the lethal. We just lost Sushi Roll, I Love Q, and Tyrannosaurus Rex all going down at the same time. 9 players remaining in the circle. What9 Hongyodyne playing confidently in the center of the safe zone. Control Hazy losing his armor from the side, kind of retreating back to cover. Know he's going to be shot from the side. What9 Hongyodyne is a very, very capable player, knows where he is going to pin him down and not let him reposition with the gas.
Man, Hazy's in a good spot. However, it can turn around so quick. If somebody gets you in a pinch, if someone has an angle on you from the side, your situation is going to go from good to bad.
Now, Samurai was in the 1v1 of Game 2. He got second. He's in the top
Samurai's
10
got
again.
it. He's
looks
got
like,
it.
He's
gonna
very
get the
capable of
AR.
getting the gold AR here.
I think What9 has also done well enough. He did very well
yeah.
game 1 and 2, or 9th
He was
and 11th
he was
place.
in 10th place, and I think this is really going to net him into that.
Exactly. He's been playing very, very consistent. Even if he dies right now, I think he's going to have enough points to get into top 10.
Yeah. Now, Allie, I got to ask,
Yes.
what is your prediction for this game? Who do you think is going to take it?
It's hard to say. I mean, they're playing so well. I have to pull for Jordy. He's had an incredible game.
Jordy's out.
Jordy died.
Jordy
out.
just died?
Jordy
died.
died.
What
Where are
the
you at?
farmer?
He
Where are
died.
you, Allie? Jordy's out. He got 14th.
I'm just listening to your beautiful voice. What9?
What9?
Let's go for
What9?
What9.
What9
That's
is
going to be my
indeed
voice.
still in the game.
My
What9 is in.
vote.
He's in a 1v1
Samurai is
situation
still in
against Samurai right now.
He's got cover of
Using the
smoke.
frag grenade coming out. Oh, gas grenade
The gas
actually.
is going to push both.
Nice
of
shots by What9. Beautiful. Did not even take a
them.
scratch there,
What9
which is
hung
perfect.
Dong, but also now he's in the gas piney and
Yeah.
P90, and this gas is going to hurt like crazy.
It's true, but it was very, very important there. I'd just like to point out that he did not take a damage, so he's not bleeding. His
bleeding.
armor's on. He will be able to outrun the gas. Hazy, having a little bit blurred vision, right next to somebody running out of the gas.
Tense music.
This gas is lethal. This gas is 5 damage a second. There's no possible way to heal up through it. 2Shot coming up on What9. Full spray
Is this
coming
the end
out.
of What9?
What9?
This is the end of What9. The two Titans. 2Shot, What9, both players with a number in their name.
It's
Doing
looking
amazing
like
in this
2Shot
showdown.
is just showing dominance with a huge safe zone, a lot of cover from the sides, spraying into the smoke. 4 players remaining. Hazy,
Hazy
2Shot,
is gonna get
Dad
flanked
Gaming.
hardcore unless he can throw a smoke nade out right now.
Who's the last one? Control Flux that we saw earlier on, taking some fights.
I
2Shot.
like this safe zone because it's a lot more open than the other areas. The other
Yeah.
safe zones are a lot of trees, but this
Ooh.
one is much more open. with some
Hazy in
hills.
the open, but actually lands 2 really clean
Woo.
shots on 2Shot, taking the time. To reposition, push up on the hill. This could be
Is
really
Hazy
bad
gonna
for
take out the
2Shot.
champion?
Finding himself in the
Oh,
open.
this is looking bad for 2Shot.
And he
And
goes
wow.
down.
Taken out.
2Shot
Great
gets
push.
4th, but I think he net himself a gold
Oh, yeah.
AR-15. So
Oh,
kudos to you for your stellar performance, 2Shot.
Yeah,
2Shot,
Now-
G to the G to the GGG. We got Flux, Hazy, and we got Dad Gaming. Dad Gaming has not made much of a splash.
He's had
but
a really
he
great game this
has-
time. Though.
Yeah,
he's got a few
he's been able
kills.
to survive and get some kills this game. He's looking
We're
good.
going to have to see how these players play it. I would like to see, the 2 control players fight each other instead of,
That would be
getting a
interesting, yeah.
pinch on Dad here. We're going to have to see where the safe zone kind of goes, but I would like to see a 1v1 between the 2 control players.
Guys, in the chat, who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Flux? Is it going to be Dad Gaming? Or is it going to be Hazy? Go Dad! If your dad is playing in this game, go Dad!
I'm going to have to go with Dad.
Dad?
Yeah.
Dad?
Hazy does have a power point here. Flux kind of finds himself in the open. Looking
I'm
like
going to go with Hazy. Hazy, like you said, he's got a power spot. He can take cover from both of the enemies. If he can manipulate the map so that he forces the other 2 players to start fighting each other, Flux looks like he's kind of caught out in limbo right now.
Limbo.
Let's
Who do you guys
see.
think's gonna take it?
Flux in the open. He's going to have his, side exposed to, Dad Gaming here, Hazy is going to have his, aerial view over him as well. It looks like Flux is actually using the participant AR. Hazy is definitely in the PowerPoint here, and Dad Gaming.
Hazy and Dad Gaming are both on the borders, but they're both going to have to move towards each other, which means Hazy's going to lose his mountain, and Dad is going to lose his rock. Hazy's going to get forced, and I think as soon as Hazy moves, Flux is going to be able to shoot him. Right now, Flux has got open shots on Hazy.
We're going to have to see how this all plays out. Flux in the wide open.
Oh, no.
Shots
Flux
coming
is
out.
open. Okay,
shots
Dad
coming
Gaming
from
has
everywhere.
a choice here. Dad Gaming has free shots on Flux on the left, but he knows that Flux is the easier target to kill, so that's why he's focus firing Hazy before he kills Flux. He has free shots on Flux. He's going to take him right now, though.
Ooh, landing 3 shots.
Flux is almost dead.
Loses his helmet.
Lost his
Hazy
helmet. And he's in the
takes out
gas.
Flux.
Dad was able to get the kill, but he did put himself in a bad situation, losing his helmet, and
This
he's
is
going to be taking some damage. He has no cover. He's running
Hazy's
across
favorite.
the
Hazy is
field.
watching. Make sure he gets the first aid
Oh,
kit. Both of
gosh.
these players are about the same amount of HP, but
Dad.
Dad Gaming does not have a
Dad.
helmet.
Oh, no.
Who's going to take it, Dad or Hazy?
Hazy definitely has the uphill advantage, is able to use throwables effectively. The man only has
Literally.
one piece of cover
Literally uphill.
and no helmet on Dad Gaming.
Oh, is
gas
that a
grenade
gas
coming
grenade?
out.
Oh,
That's going to be
that's
bad.
gonna be tough.
But if he stays composed, you can heal through a gas grenade if you sit there and just start healing. But it looks like another grenade's coming out. Another gas grenade off
they
to the
stack.
side. They do
They
stack.
stack.
Look at that damage.
Oh,
he is depleting
no,
fast.
a clutch gas nade. I don't think he's going to be
He's
able to heal.
not going to be able
Dad,
to heal up through that.
Dad,
He's dead.
Dad.
And down
Oh,
goes Dad
no.
Gaming. Control Hazy.
What a
Taking
play.
game 3.
What a play.
Absolutely amazing performance.
gas.
Dad Gaming
Double
did so
gas
well.
grenade, 6 damage a second on your only piece of cover. What do you do?
That
You're
was,
dead.
That was,
I don't
he
know.
had nothing. He had no
You're
way
dead.
to fight that
You're
back.
100% dead. And they do
That
that.
was
Dad
nice.
Gaming was at complete disadvantage. No helmet, downhill. He tried his best. He did get second place. He netted
Impeccable.
himself a lot of points. It's going to be interesting to see how this top 10 looks.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
I have no idea. I
I-
think there's going to be some heartbreak, like Lockdown not getting there, Uni not being able to get there.
Yeah.
Jordy, I don't think he survived long enough to make it into top 10. We're going to see
I'm
how,
I'm pulling for
how
Jordy,
much-
as you guys know.
You're
So,
pulling- you're-
even
you're
when he was dead.
Yeah, you're pulling for him. You have faith.
He died, but he's
I saw-
supposed to win. I don't know.
I missed it.
It's
Oh.
okay. I would close my eyes too if I saw Jordy die. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to see it.
I can't see it. It's not real.
My heart broke because he did so
Yeah,
great
yeah.
game 3.
Yes,
Like he really did.
I want to get a total kill count. I don't know.
It
how
would
many
be
kills
interesting
he
to
got,
see
but
how
I would
many
love to
kills-
get a total
Good.
kill
I'm
count
definitely
on
gonna have to
Jordy.
say that Jordy probably net himself the most kills across game 3. I
Yeah.
think you guys agree.
I saw like 7
At least
or
we
8.
saw-
I got like 10.
We'll have to take a look at
Regardless,
the
it was
stats.
Great game for a
That was
showdown,
incredible.
especially.
That was incredible.
What do you think your favorite moment, Allie, of all these games? What do you want to say?
My favorite moment.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. There's
There's
a lot.
of crazy moments.
I love the aggression for Australia. That was really entertaining
you guys
to
are
watch.
fearless.
Savage.
Yeah.
Fearless, aggressive players.
Yes.
I think
and,
I want to bring attention to like how strategic players used gas in those
Yeah,
games.
Eileen definitely a highlight there. In all 3 games, you saw Eileen in the gas very early on, looting safely, taking time to sit in the gas, soak up some toxicity, and kind of just like wait. And they got top 10 every game.
Yeah.
And you're going to see it in the top 10 that their scores reflected. They're
Yeah.
probably net themselves in there. So, players back home, take note that might not be a bad strategy to
It's a
practice some gas
Good
camping
play.
tonight.
Also, like players used grenades, all grenades. I was seeing
Oh,
players
yeah.
using flashbang grenades, which you don't see very often. Gas grenades, which you don't see very often. That last game was
Yeah.
literally decided from gas grenades.
Yeah.
2 well-placed gas grenades, giving Dad Gaming no options other than just to run out into the field,
Yeah.
which isn't
Well, that's
very
why
much
they're
a good
there.
option.
We need to use those to our advantage. We just saw that win used
Yeah.
with
Smoke nades as
yeah.
well were being used very, very well. Frag grenades were being used to flank people out of position. Molotovs for a few
Yeah.
crispy players. Man,
I'm surprised we saw no hunting rifle action.
no.
But,
All
at
3
the same
games,
time,
nothing.
I don't think across all 3 games anybody died to the airstrike.
That's true.
Did
and that
you
might
guys see
kind
anybody
of
die to the
No.
airstrike?
somebody
No.
died to falling. one
Yeah,
of the
somebody
games.
Falling,
died
yeah.
to falling.
A lot of people died to gas.
Hi, Greg, burned to death somehow
Hi.
over there in Narnia.
That was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah,
That was
I
really
like the
fun.
hi.
Hi, Greg. He
Hi,
spelled
Greg.
out
That was
hi,
nice.
Greg.
I
with
liked
bullets.
Mimic Strat with the machete, game 1. Just kind of like having fun with it. I know it's a competitive event,
Yeah.
but not everybody's just kind of here to show off. That guy was just enjoying it. He gets a sweet participation AR still. That animated, glossy one is still really nice. So, hey,
Yeah.
take your victories,
in
right?
a way,
Yeah.
like there are the winners and the losers when it comes to the gold AR. But if you're participating in the event, there's no losers because you had to qualify into this event by proving that you are the best of the best of
Yeah.
that region. So simply being able to be like, I played in the 2017 Showdown on my H1Z1 resume.
Yeah.
That's a thing to be proud of.
It's definitely an achievement to have been able to make it into this. And like a lot of players either worked hard in season 3 or worked, really hard the last couple weeks to be able to qualify. So kudos to everybody who worked for it. I hope you guys, enjoyed today's matches. It's been awesome. And they're not the only winners. Like you guys at home are also, awarded the AR skin for watching. Code Showdown AUS if you guys already haven't done so. Get yourself a free AR skin. You guys are also winners for, hanging out with us today.
You
You're
got
on the
about 2
caster
more
desk.
hours.
Yeah.